Hello everybody. Thank you all for coming out to this live taping of the Quinn Monolo show. I'm Jason, I'm the producer, and usually before a show we have someone come out and tell a few jokes, get the audience warmed up, but that person actually left recently due to some creative differences, and I'm not really much of a comedian, so anyone know any good jokes you want to get started, or? No, that's all right. It makes me feel a little bit better knowing that you would all be just as bad at this job as I am. But no, I'm just here to introduce a little bit to let you know how some of this is going to go down. Out of curiosity, has anyone actually been to a taping of a talk show before? Or still no? That's okay. They're all our competitors anyway. They're all the enemies. So show policy is actually that I would have had you thrown out for fraternizing with undesirables if anyone had said yes. And I hate doing that, so it's probably for the best. But no, the reason I'm out here is because we used to have one of those flashing applause now signs up there, you know those, but the local courthouse actually asked to borrow it for some high-profile celebrity trial or something, and they have not returned it yet, so instead I have to come out here before every show and beg you all to please laugh if anyone says anything even slightly funny. Oh hey, some of you have got it done already. Nice. I like the awkward, quiet laughs. Those are Quinn's favorite kind, so if we could have some more of those, that'd be wonderful. But oh, Quinn, right, Quinn, sorry, I forgot to talk about Quinn. So, Quinn Monolo, you know, my boss, who you're all here to see, of course, so it goes without saying we're going to give him a big hoot and holler when he comes out, right, big cheer, and I ask if you please extend that same courtesy to our guests tonight as well, show a little Midwestern hospitality, but I'm not worried. I mean, we have some phenomenal guests tonight. I believe, I want to say, yes, I believe Lisa Lampanelli is here tonight. We got any Lisa Lampanelli? Sat down, I had you all booked as a Lisa Lampanelli fan crowd. All right. Well, for the fans in the audience, you're in for a great time. For everyone else, you know, maybe. We'll see. But I think we're about ready to get started. So who's excited? Love that energy. Keep it up. Can we get the lights down, please? Gorgeous. We're rolling. Yeah. Okay. Live in 3, 2. Live from Chicago, Illinois, it's the Quinn Monolo Show with your host, Quinn Monolo. Please.
Great show for you tonight. Billy Crystal is here. Lisa Lampanelli is here. The President of Ireland is here. Michael D. Higgins himself in the building. He's going to give us his early pregame analysis of Super Bowl 57. I think we're all excited to hear that. And then, for those lovely viewers at home, don't you dare change that channel, because coming up in the next half hour, we've got an exclusive interview with all 4 of Nicolas Cage's ex-wives at the same time. And lastly, to round things out, we've got a very special, must-see, can't-miss musical performance from the University of Alabama football team. But first, it's time for everybody's favorite segment, Yesterday's News Today. The Chicago mayoral race has been making headlines in recent weeks as the election draws closer. Yesterday, front-running candidates took to the debate stage to discuss burning questions like, should we make the CTA red line even redder? Hold on, I'm getting some breaking news. What's that? All of our guests for tonight have canceled. What's that? None of them agreed to show up in the first place and I just put them on the schedule assuming that they would? What's that? I'm not even wearing an earpiece right now. I'm just reading off a teleprompter and putting a finger to my ear for no reason. Well, hey, what do you know? That's an unfortunate turn of events. I was really looking forward to hearing what Nick Cage is like behind closed doors. But I'm still going to need someone to interview. Now, I would pick someone from this audience, but this is live television. Now, I don't trust any of you edgy freaks to be uncensored on live television. I guess that leaves me with no other options. Jason, you're about as edgy as a blunt chopstick. Come on, I'm going to interview you.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
What, you're going to make me come all the way over there? All right, you asked for it, get Elko Pettis on me. Jason, everybody.
lady, and I distinctly remember she looked you in the eyes and she said, don't make him do anything he doesn't want to do. She said, you're not allowed to do that, and I know you fired her the day after.
If you don't do it, you're fired.
Is that a joke? Are you serious? Or like?
Doesn't matter if I'm serious. What? The only way you're willing to help me out is if the alternative is getting fired? Lighten up, man. Do me a favor for once. Not everything's about your job.
Okay, fine. I'll do the interview.
I'll do the interview. It's not like you have a choice. You're not a celebrity. You should be happy to be here. All right, let's get started. Now, I've always wondered, because the movie doesn't make it clear, did you play Harry or Sally in When Harry Met Sally? Oh, you're not Billy Crystal. Guess I'm gonna have to come up with new questions for you, Jason. Oh, I know. What's your favorite thing about working for me?
I like when I get paid, especially when I get paid on time, which is sort of a rare occurrence, actually. It's kind of like a special treat when my paycheck comes in on Friday when I'm contractually entitled to it. You know?
Sorry, I have to stop you there. I am not paying attention. I am just so distracted by how frumpy you look. Did you make the conscious decision to leave the house like this today, or do you just not own any sort of reflective surface? Seriously, you look like you were raised by meerkats, man. You look like you crawled out of a hole in the ground 5 minutes before coming to work today.
I'm sorry, I didn't think I would be on camera.
Well, right, but there are people like me who still have to look at you all day. You still would have been in my line of sight over there, bucko. And weren't you out in front of this audience earlier? I know it's hard for you to think of anybody other than yourself, but could you spare a shred of empathy for all these poor people who you've subjected to this outfit?
I'm sorry, I know I look like kind of a mess, but I just haven't been getting much sleep lately because you keep FaceTiming me at like 2 in the morning talking about tax brackets for multiple hours every day, and it's just been getting harder and harder for me to function.
Well, I'm not going to be able to function until we get you dolled up a little bit. Can we get the makeup artist out here? What was her name again? I know it started with an M, rhymed with Addison.
Her name is Barbara, and she quit yesterday.
Barbara quit? No! She was the only employee I liked. Why'd she quit?
Because you told her... And I don't feel super comfortable saying this out loud, but this is word for word what he said, okay? Like literally verbatim. You told her, you know, it's ironic that you're a makeup artist because your face looks like a suckling pig. Just a big old dead sloppy hog lying on a bone china platter with a fat red apple in your fat red suckling mouth. I'm docking your pay if you show up tomorrow and you still look like a greased up pig on a pig. Actually, I just changed my mind. I'm docking your pay regardless because there's not enough makeup on Mother Nature's sweet green earth to hide your slimy dead face. Oink oink Charlotte. Wait, no. Charlotte was the spider. What was the name of the pig in Charlotte's Web again? I forget. Anyway, you're ugly. Sorry, girlie, I just tell it like it is.
Yeah, I do remember saying that. What, she quit over that? Oh, good riddance. I don't want to be working with people who can't take constructive criticism. If there's one thing I value in my employees, it's a thick skin. That's why I keep you around, Jason. I've said all sorts of stuff about you, and you never even care.
Well, it's not really that I don't care, I just don't always think it's worth it to argue.
Like, remember when I said that you looked like you could be folded into the overhead compartment of an airplane?
I do remember.
Or remember when I said you looked like if scientists dug up your bones 1,000 years from now, they'd think you had feathers?
I didn't even understand what that meant, but it still felt really mean somehow, just the way you said it.
Or remember when I said you looked like if Dave and Buster from Dave and Buster's had a baby, and that baby wasn't expected to survive childbirth, but it did, but it still came out looking all skeevy?
Yeah. I think that might be the worst thing that anyone's ever said about me. I was in therapy for months after that, because every time I looked in the mirror...
Alright, no one wants to hear your life story. The point is, you still look like a train wreck, and Addison isn't here, so I guess we're stuck like this. Boy, I really wish Michael D. Higgins, the president of Ireland, were here right about now. What happened to the guests anyways? Did you know they weren't going to be here?
Yes, actually, I did.
Huh. Some producer you are. You didn't tell me?
Because you told us to never come to you with bad news or like a dissenting opinion because you didn't need that kind of negativity in your life. And that if I did ever give you bad news, you would strangle me to death. You told me that in front of my mother at the office Christmas party.
And you actually believed me? You took that seriously? That is so funny, man. What, are you scared of me or something?
Oh, no, I'm scared.
Well, whatever. If you've got a suggestion that you think would improve the show, I'd love to hear it. Come on. Give me some of that constructive criticism I was talking about.
Oh, okay. Sure, thank you, I guess. Well, first and foremost, I've always sort of been meaning to say that I really take issue with the fact that this entire show is just an elaborate money laundering scheme. And then, second of all, I think it was really awful what you said to Barbara yesterday.
Are you questioning my authority?
What?
No. I'm here. You're trying to turn everyone against me. You're trying to flip this whole operation from the inside out.
You literally just told me I could...
You could what? Force me out of my own show? Infiltrate my inner circle and start sowing little seeds of doubt in my mind? Who sent you, huh? Who are you working for? Colbert? Fallon?
Nobody! Please, stop! What's going on?
A mutiny is what's going on. High treason against the royal crown is what's going on. I hope you like eggs Benedict, you two-faced, cock-a-backing little traitor. I should have known you stabbed me in the back with your skinny little weasel.
I've memorized your coffee order! I've memorized your coffee order. I've memorized all 7 of your coffee orders because you have a different coffee order for every day of the week because you say variety is the spice of life, and so you make me come to your house in the morning and deliver you coffee even on weekends when, like, we don't have a show. Like, I am not on the clock. And even if I was on the clock, getting you coffee isn't even remotely close to being part of my job responsibilities, but you make me do it anyway because you fired all the interns who used to get you coffee because you said we were spending too much money on labor costs, but that wasn't true because we weren't even paying the interns. And when I reminded you that you were the one who made the decision to not pay the interns, you said, yeah, but they still get college credit out of it, don't they? What do I look like, a charity organization? And then you fired all the unpaid interns, and you never signed off on their experiential learning credits, and you gave me the workload of 10 people, and I really didn't want to have this conversation on live TV, but I quit! This is my 2 weeks' notice. I've had this envelope in my back pocket for the last 7.5 years, building up the courage to leave this den of misery. I'm done, Quinn. We're finished.
Oh, you've made a grave miscalculation, Jason. I will ruin you in this industry. Do you understand me? After I'm done blacklisting you, the only job you'll get in entertainment is licking your own blood off my wingtips!
I already have another job waiting for me. Lisa Lampanelli has a new podcast out where she reviews perfumes. It's called Lisa Lampa Smelly, and she asked me to produce it.
How much is she paying you?
$8 million a year plus a $45 signing bonus. I'm not calling back to you again, Quinn.
What if I bump your pay to $11 an hour and promise not to throw this mug at you?
Will you stop saying I look like I was raised by meerkats?
No.
All right, fine, it's a deal.
Stick around. We'll be right back after the break.